Have you ever felt like someone just doesn't appreciate you the way they once did? It's a painful feeling, isn't it? That sense of being overlooked, undervalued, or even taken for granted. Whether it's a partner, a friend, a family member, or even a colleague, it can leave you questioning your worth. But what if I told you there's a simple yet powerful way to flip the script? A way to not only regain their attention, but also reclaim your own power and self-respect. Stick with me, because today we're diving into a psychological shift that can completely change the dynamic. It's not about playing games or manipulating anyone. It's about understanding human behavior and using that knowledge to create a healthier, more balanced relationship. Welcome to Psychology Insight, where we explore the fascinating world of human behavior, relationships, and the mind. In today's video, we're talking about what to do when someone stops valuing you. This isn't just about getting their attention back. It's about setting a new standard for how people treat you. It's about reclaiming your power and focusing on your own growth. So, if you're ready to learn how to turn the tables, let's dive in. The natural response. Trying harder. When someone stops valuing you, what's the first thing you usually do? For most of us, the natural response is to try harder. Maybe you become more available, more accommodating, or even go out of your way to prove your worth. You might think, if I just show them how much I care, they'll start appreciating me again. But here's the surprising truth. Trying harder often backfires. Why? Because it sends a subconscious message that you're willing to accept less than you deserve. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're in a relationship and your partner starts pulling away. Maybe they're less attentive, less affectionate, or just seem disinterested. Your instinct might be to double down, text them more, plan special dates, or constantly check in to see if they're okay. But what happens? Instead of bringing them closer, it often pushes them further away. Why? Because you're essentially rewarding their lack of effort with more of your own. The power of stepping back. Here's where the game changes. Instead of trying harder, the most powerful thing you can do is step back. Yes, you heard that right. Step back. When you step back, you create space. And in that space, something interesting happens. The other person starts to notice your absence. Think about it. When something is always available, it's easy to take it for granted. But when it's suddenly gone, that's when we realize its value. This principle applies to relationships, friendships, and even professional dynamics. For example, let's say you have a friend who's been canceling plans or not making time for you. Instead of constantly reaching out, try stepping back. Focus on your own life, your own interests, and your own growth. What happens next? They'll likely start to notice your absence. They might even reach out to reconnect. And if they don't, that tells you everything you need to know about where you stand in their life. Why stepping back? Works. Stepping back works because it taps into a fundamental aspect of human psychology. The fear of loss. We tend to value what we fear losing. When you're always there, always available, it's easy for someone to take you for granted. But when you step back, it forces them to confront the possibility of losing you. This isn't about playing mind games or manipulating someone. It's about creating healthy boundaries and redirecting your energy towards yourself. Let's break it down further. When you step back, you're doing two things: creating space for them to miss you, focusing on your own growth and happiness. Both of these actions are incredibly powerful. Focusing on yourself. Here's the thing. Stepping back isn't just about the other person, it's about you. Instead of obsessing over how they're treating you, redirect your energy toward yourself. Spend time doing things that bring you joy. Invest in your personal growth. Become the best version of yourself. When you focus on yourself, something amazing happens. You start to radiate confidence, independence, and strength. And guess what? People are naturally drawn to those qualities. Let me give you an example. Imagine you've been feeling undervalued at work. Instead of constantly seeking validation from your boss or colleagues, focus on improving your skills, taking on new challenges, and building your confidence. What happens? Over time, people will start to notice your growth. They'll see your value, not because you're begging for their attention, but because you've become someone who commands respect. Setting boundaries. Another crucial aspect of stepping back is setting boundaries. When someone stops valuing you, it's often because they've crossed a line, emotionally, mentally, or even physically. This is your cue to show, through your actions, what you will and won't accept. For example, if a friend constantly cancels plans at the last minute, it's okay to say, "I value our friendship, but I need you to respect my time." Setting boundaries isn't about being harsh or confrontational. It's about showing that you respect yourself enough to demand respect from others. And here's the truth. When people see that you have boundaries, they'll either step up or step away. Either way, it's a win for you. The beautiful outcome. Here's the beautiful part. Once you step back and focus on yourself, one of two things will happen. The person who didn't value you will either realize their mistake and try to reconnect, or they'll fade away, making room for someone who truly appreciates you. Either way, you're in control. You're no longer waiting for someone else to determine your worth, you're defining it for yourself. So the next time you feel undervalued, remember this. The key isn't to chase them, it's to give them space and focus on your own growth. People will always value what they fear losing. When you become the best version of yourself, you naturally attract the respect and appreciation you deserve. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Psychology Insight for more insights into human behavior and relationships. And remember, you are worthy of love, respect, and appreciation. Don't ever settle for less. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.